Oh, that we're live streaming now. Okay, hi. This is so out of bounds different. Let's see, that shows 32 live viewers currently. Yeah, that's the new one. All right, then there's some others. So let's see, I gotta launch Zoom. They're all over there laughing at me. When is he gonna remember to launch Zoom? Then come up here to pick the right Zoom meeting session, and they all should already be there.
You are.
All should already be there. All right, and I got a message on my screen says reclaim host or stay participant. So I'm clicking reclaim host. And then come over here to this screen and do what? What did I want to do over here? I guess launch the actual video. Oh, that's not working.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just popped it in my head. I was just trying to schedule a live stream on the computer.
Yep.
On my account for a couple of days from now, and something I remembered is that you can't schedule a live stream from your computer if you plan on streaming from your phone. You actually have to schedule the live stream from your phone, and if you plan to do it from your phone.
Okay.
But as far as I'm aware, I can't go on the computer, log into YouTube, and schedule a live stream from the computer and then pick it up on my phone. I actually have to schedule from my phone.
All right.
Are you familiar with that?
No, I wasn't, but that makes complete sense. Yeah. So
Can you explain to me why it makes complete sense? Because I would expect it to be cross. I would expect when you schedule a live stream it to be cross-platform. Cross your phone, computer, and tablet. But that's not the case.
Well, it would certainly be convenient if it was cross-platform. But I think the reason why it's different is because the live stream studio app, the YouTube app on the phone, is different than communicating with YouTube through a web browser from a computer. So I think it has to do with the technology difference, that it just needs to be done through the app that's going to be doing the streaming.
But because they're both mobile devices, I can schedule a live stream on my tablet and then pick it up on my phone, or vice versa.
That adds to my comment that it makes sense, is because on your tablet that you're using an app. Now, if you could actually use the YouTube mobile app from your computer, that might be a way to be able to use them across platforms. But I don't know if the YouTube mobile app can be used on a computer. It's possible. I mean, like if you install the YouTube app from the Microsoft Store or Chrome Store, I don't think you can install an app from the Chrome Store on a computer, can you? But if you can get an app, it might work.
Yes, you can if you have Google, if you have Chrome on your computer.
Okay. Well, when you're using the YouTube Studio from your computer, you're probably using it through a web browser. But if you were actually using it through an app, even maybe installing if there's a YouTube program for the computer, it might be a better cross-platform way to go. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But I think it more has to do with the mobile app versus the web browser Live Studio being different technologies. All right. Yeah, Greg Guy's asking round 3 or 4. I don't know. I lost count, but I think I've exceeded the notification limits that YouTube probably didn't send out a notification for this stream, which was a good reason that we gave everybody the link first. Now, let me get the rest of my setup going here. Pop out chat. So we've got a successful install of the Intel driver updater. I was giving some updates on in the chat from the previous stream. I don't know if anyone was still able to see that. And looking, oh, there's Tony starting out this stream with another $1.99. Thank you. Let's bring up computer number 2. Here's the chat. And hellos from people and showing the time from 1:03 p.m. Oh, yeah, that's right, because everybody was able to click into that link and start chatting right away. They didn't have to wait for me to start it. You guys have been doing that forever, hanging out in the chat room before a live stream actually starts. Did we have the jackpot? Multiple live streams in a row? Did he uninstall, reinstall a utility before the restart? Well, I think the prior break between live streams actually accomplished an uninstall of the utility, but it is showing as installed now, and I've actually have installed drivers. I was concerned that there might be another reboot required, so I went ahead, I did the scan, and I installed what it said needed to be installed. So we're going to catch up in a little bit to see where we're standing now. Some chit chat about the name Ida. News broadcast in 7 minutes. Please stand by. Revolution will not be televised. Getting dizzy from all the restarts. Ida knew it. Let's see. That's the chit chat about the names. We're back. We're off. Lift off. 4 likes already. That's enough. And 3 or 4. Missed the beginning. DVR 2 times. Well, this is a, you haven't missed much because I only started around, what? I don't know, what was it, 112? I'm showing that I've been going for 7 minutes now. No YouTube app in the Microsoft Store, only YouTube Player. Yeah, Sam's back now on his laptop. So, what happened? Coming back to monitor number 2. Your Intel drivers and software are up to date. I actually did the scan. It had 2 drivers to install. I did a screenshot of that so I could show it to you. And I'm working to pick that up right now. Let's see, where is it? XSplit, there it is. Open this photo, drag it over to monitor 2. So this is a photo on monitor 2 of what was on the screen during the break. This in progress, was an animated circle, but this is just a screenshot. So 2 software updates available. That's all I found. Intel wireless Bluetooth for Windows and Wi-Fi drivers. So that wasn't much. And then here is the current support page. And if I go to the notification area and right click on the Intel driver updater icon and click check for new drivers, then here we get this, your Intel drivers and software are up to date. So the driver updater tool has nothing else to give us. And if I go, am I showing you the right screen? Let's see. Yeah, I go to right click on the start button and then click on device manager. And the sad news is all of those device errors are still there. I haven't counted to be sure it's still 105, but
I think it's 104 now.
It's still a lot. Could be 104, it could be 103. The Zoom link is dead. Can you please email it again from Sam? Really? All right, we'll do that, Sam. Let's go. Well, actually, does somebody in the Zoom session have that? Have Sam's email? I have it. I just thought somebody else could do that for me.
I do. I have it.
Can you send him the link?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, yeah. So Sam, Alex is going to send you the link. Normally, I would have that already copied into my paste buffer, but I didn't do that today. And then coming over here, DDT, I'm live now, so he caught up with the in the DVR mode. Zoom link is dead. Posted it in YouTube chat just above. That, no, I didn't post the Zoom link. I posted the YouTube link. I don't post the Zoom link in chat because we've had problems with people who abuse that. So if you want to come into the Zoom session, it's open for anyone. You just have to send me an email to DougBetts@LiveWindowsTraining.com and ask for the Zoom link. And I'm going to have to go copy it into my paste buffer and I'll send it out to you.
And 10 cents in stamps.
And 10 cents in stamps. All right. Self-addressed envelope. Open one up to see what the device is. Okay, we'll go there, Iowa Hank. Those entries might be from the old system. Hard to say. Well, I thought that too, so I tried deleting a few of them, and they came right back. Oh, here's Sam's email. But Alex, did you get that sent out to Sam?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So then open one up to see what it is from Iowa Hank. So let's go bring up monitor 2 again. Go to device manager. I think I already had it open. Yeah, I have it open twice now. Drag that over to monitor 2. And the ones at the bottom are a little more unique. All these down here have more specific names to them. Well, a couple of them anyway. That SM bus controller has to do with, on HP computers anyway, it commonly has to do with an Intel, monitoring something or other. I can't quite remember it. But go look at properties for this one. Drivers not installed, no compatible drivers. Click on this window. That doesn't give us anything informative, but in details, here's hardware ID. Those look pretty generic. I don't think they're specific that'll lead us to anything, but so if I take that first one, copy it, I did a right click and copy and then go paste it into Google. See if we get anything specific. Intel Xeon processor. Chipset Intel. Okay, so another thing that people were saying was go to the motherboards website. And I did do that. Let's go do that together. I think I actually... I think I put it here in a favorite or in a bookmark somewhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The Windows key MS info 32 enter. That brings me up system information so I can get ROG Rampage 6 Extreme Encore. So then I'll copy that with a Control C and then paste that. Take out the baseboard product part and drivers. ROG.asus.com, Rampage 6 Extreme Encore.
So how long did it take you to get everything physically set up and plugged in and moved around and all that kind of stuff, Doug?
In terms of days or hours are very different answers, and I'm not finished with all that setup yet. And where do you start counting? Do you start counting from taking it out of my car?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Okay. How about this? I started Sunday when I got back, and I I was still doing more this morning before starting the live stream, and I still have more to do.
Hello.
So of course I haven't been, totally focused on doing that. I also have work to do. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
All right.
Sunday morning.
So then going back to monitor 2, this website is just a complete black page. I found their drivers page somewhere. Motherboards. This is going to get me to, oh, there's download center. I don't think I've taken the most efficient way to get through to it here. Model name. I'll paste again. Take out that leader part and then copy that so I don't have to go through pasting it again. Product type, motherboard, product series. This seems a little redundant. Product series, Asus Play, Rampage. I had ROG, I guess, or series. Product model. I think it would be Rampage. Should be Rampage 6. I think I'm in the wrong section. Oh, here we go. Here we go. ROG Rampage 6 Extreme Encore. That's an exact match. Driver and tools over here on the right side. And here we choose the operating system, Windows 10 64-bit. And here's the drivers. So what I did last evening was this chipset driver. And I don't think I did anything else on here. Now, here's something else. When I first fired this up, I got this offering for Armory Crate. And it looks like that has a lot to do with RGB. And I did install that. All right, somebody's got some background noise going on, I think. Let's go appwiz.cpl.
Wintermute was saying the BIOS was out of date.
Really? That's.
It was earlier.
Okay, we'll go look at that. Let's see, what's that Armory thing? I just want to see if.
Are we still talking about the Intel driver update support assistant?
We're not talking about that still because that got completely finished. We installed everything that it had to offer. Then we still have all of those device manager problems. So this Armory Crate, whatever that is installed. Wouldn't think that would be a source of trouble, but I just want to let you know that. Then let's see, I see Zavi is asking, why did I ignore the message from Wintermute? I'm not aware that I did. I didn't try to. Oh, here's the BIOS. I didn't ignore it. I just hadn't got to it, I don't think. Around 3 or 4, let's see. No YouTube app. Back on my Leon Live. Zoom link did. Posted out of date. You know what? I got distracted with that, sending that Zoom link, but I didn't intend to ignore it. BIOS. 1004 is old. 1301 is latest from Asus. Okay, we'll go check that out. But it's hard to believe that Carey didn't update the BIOS. Restoring my image wouldn't override a BIOS update. Open one up to see what the device is. Oh, yeah, so I did skip that. I have no excuse. I did not intend to skip that.
Well, that computer, that computer has two motherboards in it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
the case has two motherboards.
So you would have two BIOSes to update. So is it possible that Carey accidentally forgot to update one of the?
I don't know. We'll go. Well, I know that he was focused on the big motherboard. The small motherboard was an afterthought, but it's certainly possible that it got missed, with all of the activity over the RGB stuff.
Yeah, he may have updated it, and then he got occupied with fans and other things, and then maybe there was an update after that.
It's possible. We'll go check on that. Costanzo, what I've done in the past is right-click the exclamation mark item, right-click properties, select the hardware ID, and search Google. Yeah, I just did that. His comment there was probably before I did that, though. Hello, Ellie Rod. So we got the Wintermute message covered. Do a search with one of the IDs. Vendor ID 8086 Intel. Yeah, it came up with Intel for me. So what are you going to do with that? We did the Intel driver updater. I don't know what else to do with that. I'm also converting VHS to DVD for the same client. Okay, that's probably an ongoing conversation. Yes, this is the computer that Carey built under the moniker of Big Beast Build. That's not chipset, that's me update. Click see all download to see chipset update. That's not chipset, that's me update. I'm not, anybody in Zoom understanding that?
No.
I'm struggling over that. Some kind of a typo.
I may know what it is.
What?
Me stands for, is an acronym for management engine, like Intel management engine.
Oh yes, exactly. That's that one driver that I mentioned, having seen a lot on HP computers. That's exactly what it is the Intel management engine. Click see all download to see chipset update. Okay. I gotta go. All right, I just muted Sam. He's talking to somebody else. Dan the Man, Armory Crate can update drivers. RM is PayPal. I think he's telling me to check my PayPal. What am I showing? Yeah, I'm showing the right thing. From Robert. Let's see, am I showing that one? Yeah, I am showing that one now. And Wintermute NP, no problem. I caught that one. I'm really lousy at catching those text little things. Zadie Bond, what's the issue? Just watch us for a while. You'll catch up with that. Go back to the chipset driver. If you grab top one, that was the management engine update. Chipset update is under that. Oh, okay. Now I'm understanding better. I've been in these chat rooms for a while from Ellie Rod. Well, come around, hang out with us more, Ellie Rod. Wintermute management engine, Intel management engine. ME is very important too. Okay, cut it. So that would have been on the Intel driver updater, but it said there was nothing else needed.
Yes, it would have been there.
All right, so I'll go back to the Intel driver updater and bring us on to monitor 2.
Or
So
maybe it's under optional updates and Windows Update.
meaning not the Intel Management Engine? I mean, not the Intel Driver Updater?
Yes, I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Okay. Catherine says Armory is taking away performance. That's entirely believable. I don't think I want to fuss with it anyway. I'm probably just going to uninstall it. Costanza, not if it was already installed. It's not that smart. The Intel Driver Update. Wintermute, no, not Asus chip. No, I meant Asus driver, Asus chipset driver site. Okay, so go back here. So here's the Asus site, LAN wireless chipset. Here, see all downloads. That's what he meant. Intel Management Engine Interface. That's what this one was. Now, I have not. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did install it. That's what I installed, and I did not do see all downloads. So let's go look at that. Oh, all right. Chipset driver version such and such. Management engine, Intel chipset driver. Intel management engine interface. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff here. Under this section, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items under chipset on the Asus website for this motherboard. And what we're thinking is that the Intel driver updater did not handle these. That's a little disappointing, more than a little, but okay. So maybe these are specific for Asus, that the Intel driver updater doesn't pick these. Do I need to go through each one of these one at a time and install them? Looking for a response either from Zoom or chat or both.
I would say yes.
Check Windows Update optional updates. So that's Catherine agreeing with Alex. Second one, Wintermute says the second one is one you need. Others are older. What's the issue going on right now? Okay, Zadie, the issue going on right now is that in Device Manager on this computer, I've got a whole bunch of these other devices. Let's see, here. All right, somebody's making some background noise. Please mute yourself. So all of these things here. That's the issue. We're trying to resolve that. Now, Wintermute says the second one. Only the most current one, Intel chipset driver. So this one here, Intel chipset driver. This one down here is Intel Management Engine. That's an older version of this up here. Okay, I get that. I get that. And this one down here is Intel chipset driver, which is an older date than this one. Okay, I get that. And then this is again Management Engine and Management Engine. Okay. Totally on point. We don't need to do all of those. Now this one, chipset software installation utility. That one is not replicated. That's the only instance of the software installation utility. So Wintermute said the second one. That makes total sense to me. That's the chipset driver. Management engine interface is likely one of those items, and I'll go point out which one I think that is. Let's get back over here. I've seen this very commonly on HP computers, the SM bus controller. Installing that management engine interface, I've seen it fix that. I believe I'm remembering that correctly.
The SM bus controller, if I remember correctly, could also be the chipset driver.
All right. Let's do it. Oh, I didn't have the right screen on when I did that. Did I? Was I showing these? Yeah, when it showed that these are older versions. The first two items are newer the following ones are older versions of the first two, except for the last one on this list, and this one is unique. This chipset software installation utility is not repeated above. All right, so we'll go download that one, checking again in chat to see if there's any support for that or something else. Only the most current one, Intel chipset driver. I'm going to check that number. Yes, that number fits. Zadie Bond, I found that if chipset driver isn't installed first, the computer will be confused on what devices are in Device Manager. All right, makes sense. Reformatting, installing chipset drivers right away with no internet might fix it. I'm not going to do that, Zadie Bond. You haven't been around long enough, so no. Not reformatting. Mike Perodin, nice to see you. Iowa Hank, Doug overthinks everything. Yes, you're right. But I don't have a problem with that. Jeff's got another link here.
It's a link from Intel about fixing an SM bus controller issue.
Okay. Perfect.
Don't know if that's relevant or...
Yeah, so they say chipset software installation utility, and I don't see anything about that management engine specifically there.
Well, you've already done the chipset installation utility, right?
Well, I told you, but I don't. Well, I did I thought I had done the chipset driver installation from the motherboard website yesterday, but as pointed out today, there is more when I do see all downloads.
Yeah.
And I missed that because I wasn't overthinking it. There you go.
I'm a little behind. I was offline doing something else while you got started here.
Well, but I'm jabbing back at Iowa Hank when he says Doug overthinks everything. Well, I didn't last night, obviously, because I didn't see that see all downloads thing. So here we go. I'm going to click on download.
You know what they say when you're doing a test and you have multiple choice of questions, always go with your first instinct, because if you don't, you do something else, you're liable to miss it. When you go back and they show you the correct answer, if they show you the correct answer, it will more than likely be the answer you chose first. Yeah.
Well, that's a cute saying, but doesn't always turn out. It's just saying usually. That doesn't, yeah. So in this case, my first instinct was to do that chipset driver installation from the motherboard website, and that didn't do it. So there, my first instinct was wrong. I have this folder here called drivers BBB, and that's where I'm storing any drivers that I download for this. So then extract all. This is probably going to be another reboot, isn't it? Driver chipset. Where is it? Oh, it's on monitor 1. And extract.
Just normal programs these days aren't requiring as many restarts as they used to. Like when you used to install a program on older computers, it used to say restart on every program, but these days it doesn't.
Yeah, and I see a lot of times, a lot of prompts for restart aren't really necessary. ASUS setup.exe, that looks pretty obvious. Glancing over at chat. Oh, Hank, download the first listing. You just need the driver. So, and Arnold Albert saying first and second. Wintermute said just the second one. So before I actually start that installation of this chipset driver, I'll give chat a chance to chime in on which one to do first. This is the Intel Management Engine interface as being the first one. I have no idea if it matters which order they're installed in. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the first video today, this is not my normal work area. I'm supporting my business clients. I'm never dealing with a new custom built computer.
Agreed. Same.
Let's see. So then, yeah, I did that cut already, and I want to expand this section, get to drivers BBB, paste it here, and replace. Oh, it's already there. MEI Intel. Did I click the wrong one? Destination already has that. I probably did something wrong while I was doing all that yakking, right? This one, Intel Management Engine. This is the MEI, Intel Management Engine. So did I already have it? I keep doing Alt-Tab and that doesn't work because I have 2 monitors connected now. Yeah, here's the driver MEI. So here's the 2 of them. Oh, that was from 8:49 this morning. Yeah, that's one I did this morning. And installed it. Yeah, because I remember that. That's one of those obvious. So I already ran this setup. So this is the one that I have not run yet. DDT with $5. Thank you so much. And let's see what else people saying. First and second. So I've already installed the management engine. Windows XP images. What? Just need the driver. Download the first listing. Rename that machine to Big Black Loch Ness Monster. And DDT says, I enjoy these streams. Please have something on me. Hank. Well, this was in my wheelhouse. I'm assuming still is. Windows UD Day, Windows Update. Yeah, we already did that. Did you actually run it? I did run that one in this morning, the management engine, but we'll do it again. The device manager issue is solved by chipset driver, second one listed, first one listed. Intel ME update also needed, but no relationship to current problem. I am inclined to buy that. I think it's the chipset driver I want to go for. Tom K with $1. Thank you, Tom. So this is the chipset driver that I'm on right now. I need to show you that screen though. Yeah. Right here. Up here in the title bar you see, or the address bar, chipset. This is the chipset Intel driver. And this is the one that we just downloaded. And I have not run this one yet. Here we go. Get a user account control, answer yes. And click next. Strongly recommend that you exit all programs before continuing. Well, I could close the Google Chrome browser, but I also have this XSplit streaming software and Zoom open. Does anybody want to make a case that I should shut that all down before doing this? Or do you think I can click next with all this stuff running?
Yeah, you can hit next if you want.
Yeah, because then if it doesn't work, then I'll just go do it after shutting everything down. All right.
Guess so.
Try it. Accept. Install.